Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It has been a while, and the main reason I did not upload anything for a couple of months so far is because, unfortunately, I was in a coloring slump. I did color a lot, to be honest, but for some reason, I just hated everything I colored, and then I got a couple of these, color by number, the ones that are by Hatchet Heroes. And that's when I actually started to come back from the slump. And actually, sometimes when you're not feeling good and you watch a lot of videos instead of just focusing on coloring, the result is actually better. Like, I watched a lot of videos on techniques and stuff while I was trying to color, and in the end, I just did not enjoy the colorings or any of the pages I finished. But then the moment I got back to my I don't know, enjoyment. Like, I'm enjoying the coloring and not just coloring for no reason. I actually applied some of the techniques and I love the results. So, for the past 3 months, I'm not gonna share every page I finished because that would mean adding the pages that I hate, and it would make this video I don't know, an hour long, and I don't really enjoy long videos. So, let's get started. First of all, we're gonna start with this one. So, this is the book I was just talking about. So, this is the book that actually got me away from the coloring slump. It's Animaux Fantastiques by Hachidiros, and the illustrations are by Sandrine Fourier. Okay, so I did a couple of pages here, a couple that I love, and the final couple are just me. So this one is the one I started with, and I love the results. Hopefully the camera is showing what I wanted to show. So, mm, and then this is the second one. It's a lovely nature or landscape acrylic page. By the way, tools used are for both Guangna acrylic markers. And then there's this page also, Guangna acrylic markers as well. This one has patchiness here and there, but I honestly don't mind. And that's it for this book. So these were the three that actually started giving me hope that I want to color and enjoy again. And then, hmm, so for this one, okay, wait, am I holding the wrong one? Because I do not. Okay, I think I got this one by mistake. Did I show this? I don't remember. But anyway, this is the finished page. It's the key page. I think I did not show this, and if I did, just, it's one of my favorites, so just consider it a repeat. Okay, and then this one. At this point, this is like a project book because there is no way I would have thought that I will always have a page here, but that's how it is so far. So for this page, tools used are Ohuhu's alcohol markers, polychromos for the the pavement here, and just some shading with polychromos on the guy, and that's it. It's a quick page, but I actually love the results. So yeah. Okay, sorry about that. So, yeah, we have this page here. And now, I did not think that when I come back from that slump, I will color in this book because it's really scary. But actually, it's really enjoyable. So, apparently, I love detailed stuff. So, the page that actually I have two pages here. So, this is the first page I colored. It's the bat with the plants and stuff coming out of it. So, tools used. The background is distress oxides. The bat is mainly alcohol markers. Actually, everything has was based with ohus, and then on top are polychromos. Okay, so that's the end result. Okay, sorry about that. That was okay. We have a very loud bicycle or whatever do they call it, the motor around anyway. And the second page. So for this one, again, the base is Ohuhus. On top are actually Prismacolors for this one, and the background is actually oil pastels, and on top of it is Pebu acrylic, white acrylic marker for this, the white, the water effect. Uh, the shapes itself are actually from a stencil that I have, and I just like went over the same shapes twice with the marker so that they look like more prominent. Now, there we go. Another one that I'm really proud of here is okay, not this one. Okay, it's this one. So the tools used for this one are actually I was traveling and it's just the very old like the red fabric castle. It's like I think that's the school one. So this was done with just that, and I think it's the background is just a distress oxide ink. I think it's the antique. Uh, what's the name of the? I don't remember. It's antique something. Mm, but yeah, I love the results. It's a lot similar to here, but slightly lighter. And well, this is the maximum I could get from the pencils, and still I love the results. Hmm, okay. Oh, now next. During the time I was traveling, I also did this one. Now, I had a couple of Prismacolors with that set I mentioned, but they were just, these four colors in the dresses. The rest is just that fabric castle thingy. So I used the Prismacolors on the dresses, and the rest is just the fabric castle that I was telling you about. Still, given what I had on hand, this is a very good result and I love it. By the way, for Year of Witches, I'm not gonna follow the idea that these two are the same two people all over the book. Kind of love, like, you know, changing my coloring and stuff. So in here, it's the same colors as what they were doing here, but here it's just like two totally different girls. Okay, now. So the page I have here is actually not a coloring page. So I did a collage for the butterfly here. So supposedly you have to draw your own patterns on this butterfly, and I really do not draw. Like, I could paint from time to time, but I don't really draw. So I just decided to do a collage here, and I love the results. And then here we go. So this book by Lendel, actually this has a story. So I saw a lot of Lendel's books on in one of the art shops over here. That was like a couple of years ago, and I really was not feeling that I would color these. Uh, Especially the other ones that I show were actually even more of like no details compared to this to begin with. And then I saw this on the website for that same art supply store, and I was like, maybe I should try getting it. Also, I wanted to try, or I was kind of scared that I would stop coloring again, given the all the crazy stuff I've been coloring. So I just decided that maybe having one of these around would be beneficial. And the one I finished is this one. Now, the markers I use here are not the UUs. This is Spectrum Noir. Yeah. Uh, my brown was running out, so it looks really patchy. But since this is a wooden floor, I actually love the effect, so I kept going with the patchiness. I did not change to Prismacolor because I think I love how it looks. And wow, apparently I did a lot. Okay. So any day, this is also becoming kind of a project book at this point. I always have a page here. So this is the page for last month actually. And tools used are the same Spectrum Noir markers that I mentioned in my previous in the previous book, and nothing else. I actually like the results. And R.J. Hampson. I have two pages here. The first one is actually the title page, and I just had this like uh, idea that I wanted this title page to look like a very vintage, like to give the impression of a vintage page, and so I went with very light colors, and I love the results. And the tools used are actually the Red Fabric Castle set as well. So for this one, I colored it in a cafe where I went with my mom for uh, like a whole day just to get out of the house. And yeah, I actually finished it rather quickly, considering I did not plan on coloring that much. But well, mom had a book and she was reading and I was coloring, so it was rather quiet. Okay, now this is the second page from this book. So, tools used are. Oh, I did use a lot of stuff here. So, I used Prismacolors over here. I used Polychromos over here. And then I used the the old Faber-Castell set that I have over here. I think this one is Prismacolor, and this is the only thing that was with that set. And yeah, this is the result. I love it. So Now then, oh, we still have more. Okay. Now this is okay, so this is actually a work in progress, so let's ignore that for now. I have one here that I really love, so this Centaurus is currently my favorite. I don't know if the camera is showing the details. I've added the moon in the background and just some fog and stuff. I think that my coloring is really, my lighting is really bad today, but anyway, so tools used are polychromos, Wagner acrylic markers, and this is one Prismacolor. And for these, it's the Sakura jelly metallic pens. That's for the jewelry. Okay, I think that's all. Hmm. Okay, so and finally, I have just one page here. So this is Enchanted Forest. It's been a while since I colored in any Johanna Basford, and to be honest, I've given a lot of her books to family and friends because I was not really coloring in them, but I kept this for sentimental value mainly. And I have the Christmas book because I love that one a lot. Okay, so tools used. Fabric Bit Artist Brush Pens. This one is a Sakura gold pen. This is polychromos, and the background is oil pastels. And that's it. And that's all of my favorite pages so far. I would love to see you next time. And also, I have a challenge for myself during the next period, and that is I have like, I think, 7 or 8 books that are untouched right now. And my challenge from now on is to color in these books, at least one book per month before I move on to buying anything. And also another challenge, or actually a decision that I've decided to do from now on, is I'm on a no book buy, or actually no buying anything for a bit until I finalize at least or a page or 2 pages in all of my books. Now then, I think that's it, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.